So today we're going to be harvesting some spruce tips to make a spruce tip tincture. It's something that's good anti-inflammatory, great for your immune system, and right now is a perfect time for spruce tips. I'm only going to make enough for a pint jar. Pint jar will last us a few years typically, because we just use it when we really need an immune boost basically. But right behind me is a spruce tree, and this is going to be a good example of how spruce tips might look at this time of year, springtime. We'll call it harvest time. The reason I'm not picking the papery ones is that I don't want to have to take that stuff off. It means there's more cleaning to be done. We just had rain last night, so everything here is clean, so I don't even need to wash these when I get inside. Here's some nice examples of what you're looking for. Super nice bright green, really tight still. This is a perfect spruce tip for our tincture. These branches will be ready to harvest in a couple of days when the paper is gone. I guess I could harvest them right now, but this tree has loads and loads of spruce tips. You hear background noise, that's a billy goat eating some food. We're both hard at work here. And there goes a sandhill crane. Lots of really good looking ones on this tree. It's not too hard to just pull that papery bit off the end when it's mostly paper free. So we're getting a lot of good ones from this tree. You don't want to take too many from the same tree or the same branch, because you want the tree to grow and be healthy. So we'll be done pretty soon here. So you could also do something like this where you've got several in a row, just gently pull on them. And guess what? All three of those just lost their paper. So I can just go grab, grab, grab. So the depapering process is not that hard, but it still saves you a little time if you can find ones that already have their covering off. Now somebody might ask a question, why do you have to get them when they're brand new, still tight? What's keeping me from just harvesting regular old spruce branches, like maybe this one that has no tip or anything like that? Well, these regular spruce needles, you can still use them for making teas and infusions. Something about when it's a spruce tip, it makes it so that you can just straight up eat them. And they taste very sprucey and lemony, or piney, if you will. I usually just munch on them, get the juice, and then spit it out. I swallowed that one. But that's okay. When they're still small like this, they're totally digestible. So a thing about spring growth on a lot of these plants is that when you're just eating the new growth, it is more palatable and more digestible. And it's got all that stuff, all those nutrients packed in the highest concentration compared to when all that stuff expands. So here I have everything I need. It's really simple. I only wanted to do this many spruce tips. Look at them, they're beautiful. Because we only have this much alcohol left for making tinctures. And it's probably not even going to be enough for a full pint, but the process is like this. It's supposed to be a 1-to-1 ratio. Again, I probably don't have enough. Oh, I'm very close to having enough. All right, we'll have to go get more of that stuff. And if there's any extra that are not covered, I'm just going to put them in a pot and we can use them to make an infusion. An infusion is just a fancy word for tea where you actually boil the stuff in the water. Now, so again, 1-to-1 ratio, you want to make sure that the spruce tips are covered. and you let them sit for 2-3 months, and then you strain out the spruce tips, and what you're left with is going to look like that. This is some tincture we made in 2021. We still have a fair bit of it left. There's actually still one spruce tip floating around in there. But all that you do, looks like I got way too many spruce tips for the amount of alcohol. All that you do is, if you're feeling ill, like if you have a sore throat or a cold, you just take an eyedropper and put it into a cup of tea. You can put it into water. You can, we also do just kind of just like a little glob, a shot, if you will. And that's it. And then you're getting all of that good vitamin C, all that good immune boosts. It's also anti-inflammatory. Supposed to have all kinds of other good health benefits as well. But it has a lovely sprucey taste, and it's that easy to make. You just pick spruce tips, cover them in 40 to 50% alcohol. You might want to pick a kind that is flavorless, like this kinda. And then you let it sit 2-3 months, you strain out the spruce tips, you're left with your tincture. Use an eyedropper, pour out a glug, drink it when you need that boost.